PC Gamer just put out a really stellar interview with Luke Smith. It's linked in the description and I urge you to go read it since there are a lot of things answered. This video will be just a few of the large takeaways from it. First off, Sentinel Titans will still have Bubble. One of the Sentinel ability blocks has the option for when you cast your super, you can press and hold the super activation buttons again and you will place a Ward of Dawn instead. I love that they're still keeping the Defender Bubble here since it was one of the more interesting supers in Destiny 1. It served as a home base in the midst of battle, and it's really one of the only supers that can change the entire play space for a time. Luke also confirmed that players will not have the ability to migrate their characters between console and PC. We still don't know if players will be able to have their veteran rewards on a PC account if they started playing on console though. I'm hoping we can get that clarified at a later date. I'm going to tell you this next one exactly as it's written because I don't want there to be any confusion at all. The interviewer, Tim Clark, who I assume wrote the article, asks, so when a hand cannon, say, drops in the wild, does it drop as kinetic or as energy? Is that something I can apply later? Can the exact hand cannon drop as kinetic or energy? Luke Smith responds with, no, the exact hand cannon cannot drop as kinetic energy. Basically, the weapons have specific assignments. Weapon A will only ever appear as a kinetic weapon, and Weapon B will only ever appear as an energy weapon. So that's kind of nice to have confirmed. I was a little bit worried that weapons were randomly assigned as primary or kinetic, which would have kind of sucked since you would finally get a well-rolled gun and it ends up going into one of the slots that you maybe already have another well-rolled gun in. I know it's fun to build loadouts, but it's nice knowing some of the guidelines there so you can plan which guns to go for and not have even more RNG thrown into the mix. A small little note, ships will still be the same as they are now, they're just going to be a cosmetic thing for loading screens. So sorry for those hoping for space combat or being able to fly around like in No Man's Sky, but you will have to keep waiting. The biggest thing for me is that there's not going to be a ranking system for September launch. This is referring to PvP, which seems to send some very mixed messages to the community, well, me at least. We know that there will be more casual playlists for PvP and more competitive ones. Game modes will differ in them, like having the new Countdown playlist in competitive since that requires a lot of coordination with the team, and one of the other game modes like Controller Clash in the casual one since they don't really offer up much in team play. So it's going to be very odd for them to have game modes separated like that, especially since they seem to be taking more competitive play a little bit more seriously, combining this with the lack of private matches at launch, and it just makes it seem like they dropped the ball on all the stuff that they had implemented into Destiny 1 PvP. Anyway, I hope you found the little tidbits of information here helpful. I urge you to go read the article in the description since there is a lot of new information there. Some good, some bad. Thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed the information, and I'll see you next time.